schedule. We basically missed a week of in-class time, but hopefully you're still on schedule in terms of the homework you've been working on. This week, you have 3 homeworks to do on Sunday and project 1. Okay, so I was hoping that we could spend part of today doing a little bit of a GeoGebra demonstration to make sure that you'll all have the skills you need to complete project 1. And then if there are homework questions, we can answer those. And if not, you can work on your projects. So I printed out the project 1 in case people wanted to get started on that. Okay, so let's start with a little GeoGebra intro. Here's GeoGebra. This little rectangle on the left is called the algebra view. It says algebra up here. And then you have the graphics view right here. And then you may need another view called the spreadsheet view, but you don't need it for this project. Just for future things, you might need it. And to get it, you just go to view and you can click on spreadsheet if you want to have it. If you want to hide any of them, you can click, algebra and that one will go away. Right, so if you don't want to see it, I'm going to put it back though. I want the algebra view and the graphics view. And then the font is really tiny. Like it's probably hard for you to see it right now. It's hard to read when you print it. So we're going to go to options, font size, and I like to put it at 24. All right, so we've got the 2 views we need for the, oh no, we need the spreadsheet view for this one. View, spreadsheet, and it just put the spreadsheet up over here. And then we want to enter the data from the table that was given here. So in the A column, I'm going to put the X data, which is year. So I'm going to use 0 for the year 2000, 1 for 2001, etc. So I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then I'm going to put the average cost of tuition and fees at public 4-year colleges next to it. So I've got 3362, 3487, 3725, 4081. Oops. Okay, so we have all our data there. And then you highlight all of the data and right click, and you want to create a list of points. And this is all written down, so you don't have to like frantically take notes on what I'm saying. Create list of points, and you can see that over here in the algebra view, they created points out of all of the data that we entered. Okay, and I can't see them right now in the graphics view, and I don't think I need this spreadsheet view anymore. So I'm going to go to view, choose spreadsheet so that it goes away. Now, why can't I see any of these points on my graph? Yeah, these numbers are way bigger. These Y values are way bigger than 6, right? So I need to adjust the window to be able to see these. So the window adjusting all happens with this little 4-arrow tool. Click that. And then you can grab anywhere and drag things around. So I'm just going to put the axes in the origin in the lower left here because none of my data is negative. And then to change the scale on the y-axis, you hover the mouse over the axis and you see it changes from a hand to a little double arrow. And then you click and hold and drag it down. So I need to go up to about like 8,000. So I'm going to do this a couple times. There's my data. Okay, and my X data only goes up to 10. So I'm going to spread this out a little bit. There we go. All right, now the instructions say if your points are labeled A through K, we want to unlabel them. So you click each point while holding down the control key, and you have to be choosing this like selector, this little arrow selector to do it. You can't be in this moving thing. So we hold down the control key and choose all of the points. You can also choose them over here. So you can click the actual point or the name of it over here. And then right click and choose object properties. And where it says show label, just uncheck it and all the labels go away. Okay, you can also use object properties to change color, size, and style of the points. So like maybe I'll make my points blue, and maybe I'll make them a little bit bigger. And maybe I'm going to use little diamonds instead of circles, whatever you want to do. Okay. Then we're done with the spreadsheet view. Okay, I moved that. We adjusted the graphics view. Okay, so they're telling me that we actually want to see a little bit more. We want to see some negative things. So I actually want to go -10 to 20 on the x-axis. So I'm going to choose my mover thing again. And I'm going to go -10 to 20. All right, that's pretty good. And then for y, I want to go -1,000 to 12,000. So I need to see a little bit more y's. All right, that'll do. Close enough. Okay, so now I want to graph the equation y equals 385x plus 3,129. So you graph an equation by going down to the bottom of your screen. There's an input bar, and you just type it in. So I have y equals 385x plus 3,129. Enter, and it graphs the line for you. You can right click and choose object properties, just like we did before. Right click, object properties, and instead of, I'm not going to uncheck show label, I want to see the label, but instead of just the name of the line, which the computer automatically named F, you can see that up there, I don't want to see the name, I want to see the name and the value. No, I just want to see the value, which means it's going to give you the equation. And where is it? Why didn't I get it? Let's try name and value. This is weird. Oh, there it is. Okay. Value. This is a little glitch. So uncheck it and recheck it, and it comes back and it comes up. Now it's showing up over on the left here. So now I've got the equation. All right. Now I want to find the y-intercept of this line. So that's the place where it crosses the y-axis. So it's not the same as this blue dot. You can see that this is the line of best fit, but it's not, it doesn't go through every single point. So it's this point right here, 0, 3, 3, 6, 2, is not the y-intercept of my line that I just graphed. So if I want to know what that is, I have to graph the line x equals 0, that's the x-axis, x equals 0. And then I want to find the intersection point of the x-axis and the line I graphed. So the names of those two lines are G and F, according to GeoGebra. So if I want to know where they cross, I just type in the input bar intersect. And then you have to name each object that you want to know the intersection of. So we'll say F and G. And it creates a new point L at 0, 3, 1, 2, 9. And I'm going to unlabel L here. Show the label. All right, so then you're going to do several other intersections. I'll let you like read through that and do it on your own. A handy thing is the ABC tool, which is to label things. So that shows up under slot where it says A equals 2. You go down to ABC to put in text. And then you can label, give the graph a name like average cost of tuition, blah, blah, blah. And then put that at the top to give the name of a graph. And then you can label the axes the same way. All right, then last thing you're going to do is print your graphics view. And after you're all done, your picture should look like this picture that's on the back here so that you can know that you did everything. But you do have to create your own. And then when you want to graph it, oh, I got some funny symbols on the back here. Okay, so when you want to print your graph, you can go File. Their print is like really awful. I wouldn't just go File, Print. I would instead go Edit, Graphics View to Clipboard. So that takes your picture and saves it to your clipboard, like cut and paste. And then go and then open Word or whatever spreadsheet you use. It'll work with Google Docs, yep. Yeah, whatever word processor you use will work. So it's just an image that we're going to paste into our Word document. So Control V, and I lost it when I had to open Word. Try it again. Graphics View to Clipboard, Control V. There we go. And then if you want, you can like you can change your margins. You could make it landscape and resize it if you want. So there would be your picture, and then you can type in your answers or write in the answers underneath, whatever you want. All right. Any other questions? Oh, there's a bunch of questions. After you create your image, the last page of this project has like 5 questions about the picture. So you could type out the rest of your project in your word processor, or you can handwrite them. I don't care. Weird symbols. Yeah, that's weird. Okay.